For my whole life, I thought I was someone who was confident. I thought I was someone that was chilled, that didn't have anxieties. And the crazy thing about that is that humans can convince themselves that they are confident when the evidence shows otherwise. I always tell the story of the one time when I went to Florence, right, where I went to art school over there, and I sensed that people didn't like me, and I didn't know what it was. And one of the girls at the school, her name was Dorothy, and she was really honest with me, and I liked her because of that. And I asked her, I was like, Dorothy, what the fuck is going on? Like, why are these people acting weird? And she was like, Alexis, it's because we try too hard. And I'm like, what do you mean? She was like, look, I know you, so I know how you are. This is how you are. But to other people, you come across as though you're just trying really hard, and it turns them off. I was like, fuck, who's this bitch saying this shit to me? Why did I even ask her this? But then I was like, you know what? She's right. Because so then when I went back to class and to the lunch table, I said, okay, let me tone myself down to a 30%, like from 100 to like 30 to no to from 100 to like a 70 or like a 60, right? And when I sat down, I just sat down. People were talking, and rather than say, "Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going?" Hey, right? That's annoying already. I sat down. And I was like, "Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going?" And what I noticed is that there was another level of relaxation that I could achieve. And I noticed that the reason why I was acting this way is because I was anxious. I was anxious and I just didn't know it. My ego didn't let me interpret the sensation as anxiety. And because of that, I never really saw myself as an anxious person. And rather than address the anxiety, I rather leaned on people's validation to remove the anxiety. I wanted people to remove the unconscious reality that I'm really someone that people don't like, that I'm someone that pushes people away. I didn't want to think that. I didn't want to accept that reality. So then I wanted to superimpose reactions from people in a form of validation to convince myself and lie to myself that I'm really a confident person. But the results show otherwise. I was pushing people away. The reason being is because people don't like others who need validation like a crackhead. It actually pushes them away. So we're going to be talking about how to stop the validating pattern that we all have, why it makes you really much more attractive, and how we can use that in our lives. And this is something that I did in my life that worked. Sometimes you go back to your old habits. That's very true. But more often than not, with these types of things, it becomes more so long-term solutions. Okay, this is something that you can keep long-term, and there are some activities you could do to increase it long-term. Okay, and if you guys want to work with me one-on-one, go to mindfulattraction.org, and there you'll be able to book a one-on-one phone call with me today. Okay. I don't think today I'm gonna be flying. Now I don't really fly. Like I mean, on an airplane, you know. All right. So if you guys want to, oh yeah, I already said that. Oops. Right. And oh, by the way, thank you for the live stream yesterday. We're gonna be re-uploading them on Patreon and on YouTube Live. No, YouTube membership. So if you guys want to check out the YouTube membership, click on the description down below and hit the join button. There, I post videos that I don't post on YouTube. Right. So that means on YouTube. That means on memberships and on Patreon, okay? So understand that feeling and reacting is what keeps you in that state, right? Like feeling and reacting is what keeps you in that state, meaning you feel a lack of validation, you feel bad about yourself, you feel like you don't belong, right? You feel like you have low self-esteem, and what that does, sorry, let me make sure this is good. And what that does is that it keeps you in that blind place, the place that where you don't know how other people see you. So when you feel low self-esteem, you instantly don't like it. And so your automatic response is to get a response out of them to make you feel good. It's like people who like to make people laugh. I like to make people laugh, right? And so making you laugh makes me feel better. So when I feel bad, what do you think happens? I start to act like a clown, right? Knowledge of these patterns, knowledge of what initiates these reactions, these creepy reactions inside of you, is the knowledge that you need to liberate yourself from it. Understanding the chain reaction. So the first thing you want to develop is to just observe what Observe any reaction that's outside of your norm. Meaning, how do you react? How you act with your friends and family normally, versus how you act with people who you want their validation. You want to pay attention to the differences, because then it'll show you the branches that are branching out too far, so that you could prune them, right? Because you have a normal personality that's actually attractive, and most likely it was during childhood. But as you grew up, your traumas and pain limits how much you express that natural personality. And it constricts it into a needy, creepy version of you that people don't like. Okay? And that, seriously, but the beauty about it, there's a solution to this, right? Make sure everything's recording, because then I'll be pissed off. I'm closing the channel. So the feeling and reacting is what keeps you in that deep sleep. Reason why is because it's a drug, right? It's suppressing the pain. So you're able to just revel in the pleasures of it. So these are unfulfilled needs from childhood. That's what these are. The raw material is really raw material from unfulfilled needs from childhood that you didn't process because it was too painful as a child to process. You weren't given, or you weren't soothed by your parents so that you could process them with the help of your parents. You didn't get that, right? You also had creepy parents. But you learned, though, to react to those feelings, not to soothe them. And the problem with the reaction is that it recreates it. It intensifies it. It multiplies it. And so reacting only brings situations as you grow older that reflects the dynamic that created it. That's a problem, right? So if you have anger issues and somebody pisses you off, your solution to remove the anger is to punch the shit out of them, right? What that does is that it recreates more of that issue. I never had road rage. I don't know how the fuck people have road rage, honestly. But it's because they keep reacting to their anger and they keep recreating those situations. So reacting only causes people to not give you what you want, because the reaction to you is a normal reaction. To other people, it's just too overbearing. It's too much, and it closes them down, and you look needy, and people can't respect that because you seem like somebody who can't control their emotions. So what you got to do? How do you do that? Well, you've got to validate yourself. You have unfulfilled needs, and nobody in the outside world is going to fix that for you other than yourself. You got to be the parent that you never had as a kid. That's just a fact, right? Little kid. So give yourself the validation, the ultimate validation. And what is that? Well, first of all, we do talk about that in my course, Emotional Mastery, right? So if you guys want to purchase that, I talk about how to give yourself this type of validation, and through the Zoom meditation links, through the meditation group that we have. But you give yourself attention. Understand, to soothe a creepy child, all you got to do is just soothe it. Look at it and be soft with it. Let that child cry as much as it freaking wants, right? And have compassion. What it does is that it creates an environment for the kid to relax and just, okay. Little creepy kid be relaxing. Okay. All right. Right? But when you're like, motherfucker, relax. Baby's like, like, what the fuck? Like, why am I being so stressed? Put me down, bitch. Put me down, bitch. You're like, put me down. They put you down. You're like, I'm still stressed. Pick me up, bitch. She picks you up. You're like, fuck, I'm stressed out. The reason why you're stressed is because most likely your parents are stressed. And you're sensing that and you're reacting to it. So your body was never taught how to go from down to up, right? Because the soothing that you got was really stressful. So you gotta then give that to yourself. How do you do that? Well, when you're a kid, you're being moved around and you're relaxed through a rhythm. A rhythm relaxes you. Rhythms relax children, right? So when you're doing this, you want to meditate, right? You want to observe the breath and observe the rhythm of the breath, right? Observe the rhythm of your breath. And do this especially when you feel triggered. Most importantly, when you feel triggered. Because you want to finally deal with that situation and bring it down, right? Soothe it. And now you're teaching your body. Now you're finally opening up those paths that were never open. And when you do that, thoughts and images arise of your past, right? Because you're getting deeper into the unconscious. And what this does is that it liberate it, you're given the attention that you never gave yourself, that your parents never gave you. Kids need to be looked at. You're giving it to that. And you're validating it because you're validating it with your attention. Your body is in your mind. You're not your body. You are your body, but you're not your body. Your body needs the attention of someone. You reacting to pain is saying, I feel pain, let me look that way. I feel pain, let me get their validation. You're doing the same shit. You're not soothing it down. You're putting a Band-Aid on top of it. What we're doing is you're feeling the reaction, observe, 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 just observe. And just observe, observe, observe. And what it does is that it literally, it fulfills it. It closes the door over time. It closes the bleeding, right? The next thing is that as you observe yourself with compassion, right? You want to feel the body, feel the feeling, observe the feeling. How do you acknowledge it? As you're observing, when you feel the emotion, just scan the body. Because it allows you to feel without judging. You're feeling a negative emotion, but you're so focused on scanning the body, because you can't judge and feel the body. You're so focused on scanning the body that you forget that not that you forget, but that you don't have enough space to judge and say, I don't like this, right? If you stop scanning the body, then you're gonna feel the sensation, and then you're gonna react and recreate it. Stay in the body. Observe the sensation. Feel the subtleness of the reality that's in front of you. And then practice a form of meditation. Where imagine when you were your creepy little child and you didn't get the love that you deserved. And look at that baby self and say, may you be well. May you find peace. And may you be happy. And you look at yourself from the past. And you practice this as the last part of the meditation. I recommend you put Hum of the Sea, the Titanic song. Na, na, na. What it does, for me at least, it increases my compassion, right? And so it allows you to see it and say, you are loved. You are worthy. You are worthy to be loved, right? You shake it a little bit. No, don't shake it, right? And what it does is that it relaxes it. It relaxes your inner child. And through this meditation, over time, you're peeling away at these reactions, and all you're going to be left is with peace. You could accelerate this process by just going to a meditation retreat. Seriously. If you don't know, if you're not too proficient in it, go to attend a simple 3-day one at the local Buddhist temple or like upstate, wherever you live. There's meditation retreats. If you want to go boot camp meditation retreat, go to a 10-day Vipassana retreat. Literally, when I did this, it liberated me from it. It really did. I still have some of it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you can watch my previous videos. Like, the anxiety you saw was really me just wanting validation. It really does work, okay? Anyways, after that, and what this does also is that the projections go away, right? The projections, because understand, when you feel that pressure to get validation, you're being regressed back to your childlike state. And you start to see the things you saw in those moments. If your parents didn't like you, you'll project that this person doesn't like me, even if this person likes you. This meditation, because the projections are there because emotions are fueling it, unprocessed emotions. Feel those emotions, process them, and now projections don't have energy. There's no, it's like pure physics. There's no energy to create projections. All right, anyways, let me know what you guys think about this, man. Check out that course, Emotional Mastery, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Are you needy and creepy? Do you have a tough time coming across confident when you like the person? A lot of the times you just don't know what to do. You have habits and patterns that whenever somebody triggers you, you completely forget what to do the right thing. Well, guess what? I have a course for that. And it's called The Psychological Game of Attraction, Natural Chemistry, and The Feminine Woman, what I call the fundamentals. All of those courses are meant to eradicate and exercise the needy, creepy parts in you through action. Meaning, you do what the videos say, and without a shadow of a doubt, you actually get the results. You'll notice that men call you back more. Men will want more relationships with you. They're gonna be the ones that are needy and creepy. They're gonna be the ones that want something. They're gonna be the ones that are the aggressors in trying to get a relationship out of you. But the problem is that a lot of people just watch 1 or 2 videos and completely forget that there's actually a system. Don't just watch one or two videos. Get the system either by purchasing all of them and get a discount, or purchase them individually. Because a lot of the times, just watching one video in isolation, you actually miss the big picture. You have to understand why it works. You have to understand what to do next. And a lot of times, my videos just can't address that. A lot of people, you see by the testimonies right here, a lot of people have done what those videos say, and they've gotten results. Like the other day, I was in Mexico, and they were like, "Hey, Alexis," and I'm like, "Hey, oh my God, you watch your videos are so great." And I'm like, and she was like, "Look at my kid." I'm like, "What you talk about your kid? That's not my kid." She's like, "No, no, no, because of him, because of your videos, he's here." And I'm like, "Okay, all right, that's a." But I get that a lot. And ironically, that woman watches all of my videos, right? So purchase those courses, man. And if you don't like it, you actually could get a 30-day money back guarantee, right? Purchase them individually, or get a discount and purchase them all by clicking on the description down below. You have the option of purchasing the one with the bonuses that obviously it's more material, where it's like I give you guys meditations. There's also other courses on how to make friends, how to master anything, or you could purchase it without the bundle, which is much more affordable. All right. And with that, you guys are able to support my channel, which will allow me to make more videos. Okay. Anyways, see you guys inside, and thank you.